Just about everyone who has played Roblox, whether it be from the 2010s to the 2000s to even now, has a few sets of games that give them this feeling we call nostalgia.
It's pretty common in the Roblox community for a certain group of players to be like, they just don't make it like they used to, do they? The old Roblox, that was it. That was peak Roblox, baby. Cinema.
Old Roblox was better. It's a statement you see everywhere on social media. The cries of old and new players alike screaming, "Old Roblox was better and new Roblox sucks."
The story of Roblox begins in 1989 with this simple block.
If you have played Roblox before, have you considered looking back at its classic times, regardless of when you first applied to the website? And if so, do you wish to relive all of those old times? Most of you would answer yes. I would like to experience it. But is old Roblox all sunshine and flowers 24/7? Sure, Roblox nowadays, for the most part, is pretty mundane or downright hideous, but does the classic Roblox have its flaws too? Now, this video is not about putting down the old times of Roblox, nor overly expressing how great modern Roblox is. I'm here to explain what makes most of us psychologically miss it. I will also be discussing pinpoints of what the old and new have there for the pros and cons. Hello and welcome. My name is Insightspeep. Let's first discuss what makes Miss Us Roblox so much. Nostalgia is a real thing. The psychological feeling that coats our minds has been our ultimate excuse for missing the past, not just Roblox exclusively. It's a natural phenomenon we all endure during our lifetimes. Nostalgia gives us a valid reason to look back at the good times, especially when the present looks bleak. We may heavily praise the memorable times of old Roblox and cherish them over what Roblox has become nowadays. You might have wished for a certain feature to return, no matter its potential consequences it may arise, or you might have missed how the old times simply looked like. No excessive vibrant colors, no complicated mechanics. The Roblox rabbit hole was most certainly smaller. Regarding simplicity, this can be another factor to consider. When you look at old Roblox, you might have assumed that times back then were much simpler. Let's take a look at this archived Roblox login page and website UI in 2015, for example. Look at how friendly and fun the pages once were. Nothing too modernly stale. Look at how simplistic the avatars they were once too, throughout the old years. The games during this era functioned very simplistically too. It's that classy, blocky vibe people died to see on the Roblox platform, being more on the prevalent side. Of course, as Roblox evolved, scripts and building needed to be up to par with today's standards, which also has to involve the complexity of that. But for all of that to work, there needs to be a fuel source for Roblox's corporate team to keep up with the gaming development industries. Monetization. Even before 2019, Roblox still had the effort and passion to provide interactive content for its player base. Back then, Roblox would use up their expenses to provide traditional holiday events with some competitions and small sponsor collaborations in between. I could make a whole dedicated video going over Roblox's old and modern events, but that's for another time. Some people who are into Roblox nostalgia really liked how the old event accessories felt more original, fun, and fitting for most avatars. Although Roblox has been implementing their seasonal community events in an effort to revive the event tradition, it certainly doesn't feel the exact same, at least for now that is. Before this year, Roblox heavily relied on massive sponsorship opportunities from infamous music artists and other large corporations, because being a multi-billion-dollar company, isn't enough to provide us with better servers. With this, we've seen how the price of Robux and goods have changed, and it's not a discounted site. It's a valid excuse to miss the old times when they were cheaper. Roblox has since been constantly changing the floor price for various catalog items, fees for accessory publishing, and more. What I do find funny is how expensive some of the old Roblox gears and accessories were. Is this what we actually considered normal back in the day? I guess since prior to mid-2016, Tix kinda supplemented us with the extra bits of Robux. Most nostalgic players also hate how Roblox fails to provide more free accessories to the public. And this is a valid point to argue. For example, the annual Christmas Giftsplosion events. I could make a dedicated Christmas special for this as well, but I'll explain very briefly what it is. Throughout the month of December, and during our Giftsplosion event, the Roblox staff team placed mystery gift boxes in the catalog and awarded them to players who either met certain criteria or had the wit to crack the riddle they contained. Eventually, they opened and revealed a new accessory to the player's inventory. Unfortunately, as of today, and for a long while, Roblox has ripped away this beloved tradition from us. At least we should be thankful for the dev hunts Roblox has been trying to push out in a seasonal time frame, but even with those events, most of the accessories could have better potential, or they're just straight up garbage and don't fit most of the worn avatars by the players. What most of us want to see is a revival of reskinned classic Roblox accessories. But before they can even execute that, Roblox would have to fix the current trading system. Now, I'm not an experienced active Roblox trader myself, but I've heard that the trading system back in the day is arguably better than what it is now. One of the latest trading updates is Roblox implementing a 2FA activation pop-up for every trade you send or accept. This sparks some uproar within the Roblox trading community, and this is not the only uproar of frustration the community has formulated. It almost feels like modern Roblox is mostly shrouded into a cloud of negativity by the media. We are heavily influenced by the Roblox news of all sorts, from update leaks to YouTuber callouts. It's sad how most of it is all doom and gloom, and that we wish to stay put in the past to avoid all of that. Even then, all of those changes could be prevented. When we absorb too much constant drama content by creators on the internet, with their desperate need to thrive off it for income, it becomes like a brain rot. When we view Roblox in the aftermath, it makes us feel uninterested in staying on the platform any longer, which can be problematic not just to the passionate player, but the Roblox staff themselves. Roblox needs to tackle criminal behavior in a more serious, immediate, and efficient legal manner rather than leaving it in the dust for the community to wrestle with. While at the same time, Roblox should be improving their infrastructure. What do I mean by that? I mean that by Roblox simply improving their out-of-date corrupted servers, listening to the community more of what they want to see on the webpage, enhancing user security for all accounts and not just the prominent ones. There's a lot Roblox can improve on, but for now, we'll let time tell. As time passes, so does our aging. When we age, our interests and hobbies definitely change. With the weight of responsibility on our shoulders as we peek into the mature ages as well, this is a huge factor for when we miss the old Roblox. When you played as a young kid, you had less responsibilities to manage with. You had all the time in the world to hop on your console and play your favorite games or simply socialize with friends all day. Whereas when you peek closer into adulthood, you are expected to do more productive things. Getting a job, begin planning for your real-life career path, preparing yourself to make the biggest life decisions. From what I've heard from my older peers, learning the world of adulthood is no fun. So, if you're still a kid, enjoy your youth years very graciously, because one day, you will most certainly miss them. The old days of feeling more free. The old days of using your spare time to hop onto Roblox. The old days of Roblox itself. Those are some of the fair reasons that people miss their old days on Roblox. And while that basically summed up the pros of the past, not all of it was simply perfect. As we dissect into the next segment, I'm sure it would make most of you think twice if we should stay living in the past for eternity or appreciate what we have now. Again, not validating that modern nor old Roblox is better, I'd rather look into both sides to educate the viewer. Here, I will briefly discuss what are the cons of old Roblox. You couldn't control what the webpage looks like to your desire, especially since back then there was little to no reliable extensions that could fulfill us with that. Avatar customization was very limited. People discovered loopholes to abuse the former tick system to exploit the Robux system. USD buying poison limited items were much more prevalent before Roblox's eventual ban purge of them. You couldn't adjust your FPS setting within the Roblox game client settings. Roblox character movement, especially in the first few years of Roblox's release, was very stiff and odd-like. Many Roblox games back then were stolen unrightfully, especially by the infamous user Gerald Valdez. The front page wasn't appealing at times from it being caused by that either. Speaking of most Roblox games, they function in a clunky, broken fashion with outdated UI. It's also no surprise illegal behavior has happened during these times of old Roblox too, and unfortunately, some of it went unnoticed either for a long time or even forever. For sure, there were still some bad apples within Roblox's old community, don't forget that. There could be countless more problems old Roblox had that I can't think of from the top of my head. So, with all of that, we should simply appreciate the present. Heck, we should be blessed Roblox is still up and running in 2024. In my opinion, old Roblox was simply better mainly because of the great events it once held. The community was much smaller and less drama was occurring. Avatars looked more appealing. And lastly, I had more spare time to play back then. When we think of the old days, some of us may not be generally speaking of old Roblox as a whole, but instead we talk about the beloved memories that were formed during that era. What do you prefer more? Leave me your detailed opinions down in the comments below. And if you wish to see more videos like these from me, feel free to subscribe. It's simply not nostalgia, folks. Old Roblox was great in certain areas, but as you watch this entire video, it appears to be more complex to explain about the topic of whether or not the past was better than the present, or vice versa. Thank you for watching, and stay safe. Take care. Peace.
They have no goals beyond the short term. They make no plans. They don't really feel that they're in control of their own destiny.